He's awfully negative. What is your favorite piece of vinyl, by the way? Mine is Sgt. Pepper's.
50 Ways to Rank Your Mother. That's my favorite piece of vinyl.
That's your favorite? Do you own that?
I do.
All right, so that's your favorite piece of vinyl.
It's one of them.
See, now you're being sarcastic.
I am?
Yeah.
I thought I was just being honest.
Yeah, all right. Well, you're not being honest because I'm asking you about pieces of vinyl and you're not being honest. Sgt. Pepper's is my favorite piece of vinyl. Does that sound weird to you, or would it be more? No. Would it be more relevant if I said my favorite record is Sgt. Pepper?
Again, it refers to a collection, not. But again, you just want to do what you want to do, so go do it.
My question is, if you walked into a store, it's like, I would like to buy a piece.
No, I would say I want to buy a record, but when you're talking about a collection,
you should say piece of vinyl.
You might say how many pieces of vinyl do you have in the store because it's records and 45s. And I'm just saying.
and the guy will beat you up.
That's all you got out of the Fallon appearance, just that one line?
No.
Yeah.
About that.
That's all you got.
That wasn't a critique of the Fallon appearance. I've heard you say pieces of vinyl here and on your new show. You know. Do you refer to your teeth as teeth or pieces of ivory?
Pieces of ivory.
How many pieces of ivory?
32.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you sure it's just 32?
It seems like more. All right, anyway, no, congratulations.
On what?
I'm sorry.
On what?
On your Jimmy Fallon appearance. You were the best. I didn't say you were bad. I just asked why you couldn't find your chair. It seemed pretty easy to me.
Why I couldn't find my chair, why I'm a big fat pig, why I dress like shit.
Say you were a fat
why I tell
pig.
a bad story except for the good story, the one good story.
The shirt didn't fit you well. And you know what? On my early Letterman appearances, I wish somebody would have said to me, hey, you don't look good. Your clothing is not working for you. I'm not saying you're a fat piece of shit. I never called you a piece of shit. I just said...
A fat slob. You just say I'm slob. You say I'm slob.
Well, I take that back. You looked heavy to me in that shirt.
Okay.
You know,
again, I was saying to you this morning, one of the points I was making is, I got up the next morning, you go on Twitter so you get everyone can tell you how horrible you are in every way.
Right.
And of the many critiques I got, the shirt or the heaviness was not anywhere.
All right.
And I got
mine was original.
Many critiques.
All right. Well.
Would you take the word of a fashion consultant?
No, he doesn't listen to anybody. He's convinced that he looked good.
Sure, Robin.
Okay. Because maybe we'll have it analyzed. And you'll see that Howard is actually trying to help.
Thank you, Robin.
I am. I mean, you know what it is? Gary's used to, on that show, being next to John Hine, who's the size of an elephant. So he thinks he's skinny now. Compared to John, you're thin.
He's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Gary's Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
He's like, I'm thin. Look at John Hine.
I am of average weight.
Yeah.
Average weight. I am of average weight.
You look roly-poly to me. In that shirt.
Do you understand that sometimes clothing can make you look heavy?
Sure.
Yeah. John's got to lose a couple of pounds. I heard he was a little hurt not hurt, but he was disappointed he didn't get asked on Jimmy Fallon.
He was, because John and I had done a bunch of press together, and they pitched us to Fallon, and he wasn't on, and he was bummed.
Yeah.
I understand. We do the show together.
Right. John Hine, superstar. What are you going to do? Did it cause a rift between you two?
No, not at all. In fact, I called him before I accepted the appearance to tell him what was going on. He thought it was best for the show. He's
John's a reasonable guy. That's why I like John. He's not an asshole.
He's not.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, God, what critique would that have been?
Oh, John? John's got to lose weight. I've told him a million times, but John doesn't care. Gary gets all bummed out when I say it. He starts fighting with me. John's like, yeah, I know I do. Listen, I got to lose a couple, too.
I don't think you do.
I do. You haven't seen me with my shirt off. I'm sloppy. I know it. I'm harder on myself than you could ever be. I know what I look like. I'm a fucking mess.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm good looking or thin or anything. I'm saying
that shirt made you look heavy when you were sitting.
But hold on, let's talk about you for a second.
I'm not the only person who said it. It's just that these people won't come on the air and say it.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. But I don't think you're fat.
Thank you.
And you always think you're...
I'm sloppy. I'm not fat.
But I mean...
Titties and I got a belly.
How many guys your age are tight?
I don't use that as an excuse.
Should he accept that?
No, I'm just saying it's hard to do. And you work harder than anybody at it.
Yeah, not so hard. I've been lame lately. What can I do? But I'm down on myself. I'll give you a private look at my stomach. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'd like to haul you into a room and let you see me nude. It's It's weird. When Gary was on Fallon, I thought I didn't recognize Gary right away, and I thought,
what'd you drink?
I was drinking Long Island iced tea.
Oh, and then did you feel sexy?
I have to do it very quickly. So get me a Long Island.
Did you feel sexy afterwards?
Well, I did a little bit too much.
How many? Did you puke?
No.
How many did you do?
I guess. You know, because then the place keeps giving you free drinks. They find out it's your birthday.
Right.
So I think I had 3 of them.
Oh, good. That's what you got to do the night of the MTV Awards, because we're getting loaded.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, were you silly?
That was a lot of booze, man.
That was a lot of booze. And then they gave you the after-dinner drink. So I had a little liqueur.
I love getting blasted. I'm going to be high all this weekend, I decided.
Once a year is fine.
All right, we got to take a break. The more drunk you are, the better the world seems.
The prettier the...
Who are you? Paul. How's it going?
From where?
From XRK. Are you glad that you're the only guy who can handle the Oscars?
I'm not the only guy who can handle the Oscars.
Well, David didn't do as good a job as you.
David did great. I love what David did on the show. He was terrific.
Okay, will there be a Mr. Saturday Night too?
Yes, there will.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, how many years were you married before you cheated on your wife?
So you can take this to Howard, right? And you can shove this right up Howard's stupid ass, okay?
Well, you don't like Howard anymore, Bill?
No, because Howard dumps on me all the time, and, you know, it's not fun when you have a thing like this, okay? And now you'll do this on a show, and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun, you know?
Thanks, Mr. Charming, from your friends at the Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio. K-Rock, you're listening.
And you better listen closely.
Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. I got a million friggin' things to talk about here, but there's a little something. Eric Palladino wants to apologize. He's calling in to say sorry, and I'm glad he is, because not that this is any big deal, but this is a dumb show. Not our show. I mean, our show's dumb, but you know this show on VH1 where they have a thing called The List?
Yeah. Oh, right.
And they get a bunch of lame celebrities, and they're hardly celebrities.
Sometimes you don't know who the people are and why they have the right to be there.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I didn't even know who Eric was until I played this the other day. Jim Florentine is a comic who once in a while contributes some stuff to our show. So Jim was on The List, and they said, let's make a list of the wildest rock and rollers or something. I don't know.
Rock and roll bad boys?
Rock and roll bad boys. So here's Jim Florentine nominating me on the list, and then you hear a tape of Eric Palladino taking me off the list.
My third guy isn't technically a musician, but he does have a side project. It's a parody of the Backstreet Boys. It's called the Backside Boys, which is beautiful.
I am in music.
He had one of his workers go up to Ringo Starr and ask him what he did with the money he got for singing lessons from his mom. Okay. Don't worry, I'm getting there. His song Tortured Man's probably going to be my wedding song one day. He's got the hair, he's got the look, he's the king of all media, Howard Stern.
Yeah, I can buy into that. I'm in rock and roll in a sense. I have a band.
I don't know. Like, you raised his hell, but that's like like you could, like, Bill Clinton raised a lot of hell.
But he doesn't have a band.
You know, you can't, like, if we...
This guy Eric's protesting a little too much. Like, hey, dude, mellow out.
If we just pick everybody from everywhere, we could...
It's a list, douchebag.
A lot of people we can put... Hitler could be on the list if...
Thanks.
He was actually giving me my choice. I said no. They couldn't get footage on him.
Then Eric takes me off the list.
Yeah, all of the people on the panel get an automatic elimination, and he used his for you.
This one I'm a little nervous about because he can, you know, he's a powerful individual, and he is the king of all media, and I love his show.
All right.
I love your show. Anyway, I'm gonna have to say Howard Stern.
Oh, see. Cool. Leave it alone, bro.
He's off the list. He's got...
People applauding. Hey, Eric, what was like a public lynching? If you love the show, why would you... You know, you're a guy who...
Celebrities, Howard. I figured my only option was to take you out because I know that you would probably get back to you.
But, dude, if you love the show and, you dissed me.
Well, you know, I mean, I had a feeling it would get back to you. And I know that being that it got back to you, you would have a problem with it. And
That show The List is so lame anyway. It's they got a bunch of guys and you don't even know who they are.
That's what I mean. I said, if I take you off, I mean, it was either you or like, John Cougar Mellencamp. If I took John Cougar off, I would be nowhere. But being that I took you off, here I am.
I'm going to vote you off this phone call in a second.
He managed to get himself on this show where he can actually get some exposure.
Exactly, Robin. Thank you very much.
Hey, well, what show are you on anyway?
I think I'm on ER.
Oh, ER.
Yeah.
But you're like the 7th guy in, Gary told me.
I'm like the 12th guy.
He's at the 20th guy.
I'm the lowest man on that totem pole.
Like, when you start having extras from a TV show on, do they qualify? And by the way, this guy, Jim Florentine, is absolutely right. I got a band. You know what? My record album was...
several bands.
My record album was the fastest selling album in the history of music.
I actually got a band, too, and I want to be on Celebrity Battle of the Bands.
When you become a celebrity, you'll be on. I mean,
mama.
Not yet, baby. All right, so where's your apology?
So I want to apologize that it hurt your feelings.
No, it didn't hurt my feelings, dude. It's The List.
Yeah, I know, it's The List. I want to apologize. I know that you were very upset. I heard that. And just so you know, the Hitler one, the guy that wasn't me talking. That was the host of the show.
Oh, okay.
Who hosted that?
I want to differentiate.
And what's his name?
I don't know. He's a kid from that 70s show. All right.
See, it's like everybody's that somebody from somebody.
You making a lot of money on ER or no?
I'm doing well. I just bought a house.
Oh, no kidding. It must drive you crazy when Juliana Margulies turns down like $12 million for 1 year's work.
Oh, my God. $35 million over 3 years.
Well.
Yeah, that's like a baseball contract.
All right. Well, listen, you shouldn't have dissed me, but what can I say?
Howard, I very much apologize. I was brought up in Yonkers, New York, and I've listened to your show.
All the years of entertainment, you could have left me on the list.
Let somebody else.
I figured if I nixed you, I'd get on, and here I am now.
At least if it was somebody who hated me, I'd understand it. You're a fan. That's all right. You know what? Who cares about that show anyway?
It's getting more publicity now than it ever had.
I just, Fred just gets upset. I hope he doesn't kill you.
Oh!
Right, Fred?
Norris?
Yeah, Fred Norris.
I don't know who this guy is, but if I find him...
He's done. That's it.
He's dead.
He's kidding, by the way.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
All right, brother. All right, Eric. Thanks, man.
Take it easy.
That's Eric Palladino from ER. 12th guy in. Excuse me. Jackie, way too many Heineken's Martling tonight at 8 p.m. Save Shore Road benefit at Soundside Cafe in Bayville. Special guest Peter Bales. Oh.
How do you get him?
Saturday, August 19th, a big show, the Cape Cod Melody Tent in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Boy, this guy's raking it in. For MP3 audio and Filthy 3D Jokeman, visit jokeman.com. He gets about $6 or $7 grand in appearance for it.
Really?
Yeah, well.
He's just appearing at the store.
Well, you know why. There's 4 months left on my contract, and he knows he ain't renewing when he gets done.
He takes the summer off.
This is all the money he's going to make.
I wondered why he was working so much.
I've already said to the company, because they've said to me, I had one talk with them about whether I'm coming back, and they said, well, do we have to put up with another Jackie negotiation? I said, I don't think it's going to work out. I'm prepared for him to leave.
Oh, boy.
I told him that. And I love Jackie.
What?
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
No, because
why would it bother me?
I love Jackie, and I love him work on the show, but
nobody's going to negotiate with you. That's what they're saying.
They're saying they don't want to go through it again. So
He doesn't even know. This is why his negotiations go so badly. He doesn't even know what's being said now.
I know. He's going to walk out, and he's going to really walk out.
Right. Nobody's going to come get him.
They said to me, we'll talk to you, but if he walks out, are you prepared to let him go? I said, I don't want him to go. I would like you to be reasonable with him, but if it can't be worked out, let him go. I mean, what am I going to do? I can't, at this point. They don't mind negotiating with me. It's him they got a problem with.
Here's the problem.
That's tradition.
Well, go ahead and have your tradition.
Listen, you better rake in. You better do a bunch of appearances, dude. Yeah. Double them up. Put a $12 grand in the bank.
Thank you for the plug.
You're welcome.
And
good
the
luck
advice.
to you.
Want to thank you for it.
Yeah.
You all suck!
We know.
Yeah. There's a thing on TV, there's like regular shows on TV. I hear West Wing is great, but...
Such a good show.
Never seen it.
You've got to watch that show.
But there's a bunch of, Big Brother's on, all this stuff. But tonight there's something on at 9 o'clock called the Family Television Awards. CBS.
Oh, no.
This is unbelievable. The second annual Family Television Awards, 9 p.m. on Channel 2. The West Wing is among the honorees in this year's edition of the awards program sponsored by the Family Friendly Programming Forum.
I guess we're not nominated for anything.
No, we're not on any of these lists. Up for awards. Why can't they have, like, satanic programming awards?
Right. The bad television awards.
Up for honors are Everybody Loves Raymond, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Biography. Della Reese and Michael J. Fox are slated to receive kudos for their acting, and a Lifetime Achievement Award goes to The Wonderful World of Disney. Reba McEntire is the host, so this is like a real wholesome show. If you can't handle that, you can watch the WWF SmackDown.
There you go. By the way, have you seen Michael J. Fox do this public service announcement to tell people to walk to help find a cure for
No, I haven't seen
Parkinson's?
that. No.
I wanted to ask you about it. Keep your eyes open for that.
Hell, I was just watching TV commercials last night trying to figure out which ones are new and where
which ones are not.
Yeah, where the supposed bad actors are.
John is supposed to do the research on that and bring you evidence.
Hey, I got some great stuff for you. I got to talk about the song parody contest sponsored by Beck Beer, and thanks Beck's Beer because you're the best, and we dig you for that because they put up a whole bunch of money for our listeners to win. But I'm going to do that in a second because I found a bunch of Rudy stuff from Survivor. He's my favorite guy on Survivor. Because where's he from? Chicago? Is either Milwaukee or Chicago?
Midwestern area.
Because he's got that Ditka thing going.
Yeah.
He's got that, hey, these queers. I think it's Milwaukee, it sounds like to me.
Right, yeah, where those...
Well, here's Rudy talking about Richard.
European people settle.
Here's Rudy. You know, even like my dad, who's an old guy. You know, I think my dad's 80 or something.
Not 80.
76.
Jeez. I
don't even know how old he is. Shut up. But,
how old was he when you were born? You don't even remember?
Don't know.
Never asked that question.
We don't talk that much.
Shut up.
So, my dad even knows not to say queers. You know what I mean?
Right. He's learned that there are some words that just aren't worth saying.
Yeah. I don't know that he ever said it, quite frankly. So, I mean, but there are guys my dad's age who, you know, they grew up with the word queers and stuff.
Yeah, but your dad wouldn't say faggot.
No.
Or anything like that.
He would say fagula.
Fagel. See, soften it up.
Yeah, soften it up. All right, so here's Rudy on the gay guy, Richard. This is just great.
The homosexual, he's one of the nicest guys I ever met. And he's good at what he does, you know. He's got leadership ability. And if these people here would listen to him, he would take them a long way. But anyway, me and Richard got to be pretty good friends. Not in a homosexual way, that's for sure. I don't know what my buddies are going to say when I get home, but I'll have to deal with that.
I like how then a homosexual, it's not even homosexual, it's like, what I know my buddies are going to say the homosexual.
You know, Richard, the homosexual.
Here he is talking on homos and lesbians. Here he goes.
You have to know how to say it.
I was big-mouthing the whole time coming over here about being with homosexuals and lesbians. So I found out last night, you know. When he came up here, he said, you want to talk? I said, no, I don't want to talk. And he was going to tell me he was queer then.
He was going to tell me he was queer then. You understand? That's Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He was going to tell me he was a queer then. But I don't want to hear it because my buddies over at the Army base see me hanging around with queers. So... how many homosexuals? Hey, I got to go home and slap my kids around. I love this guy. He's the best.
But, you know, queers. He's one of the ones on the island who's starving the most.
Yeah, he looks bad.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an old dude.
He can't even, you know, like all they had to do was stand on some logs last night. He couldn't do that.
Aren't you amazed someone didn't drop dead? I mean,
I know. That's what I look at him and I say, you know, that he could die.
You know, it would have been a $50 billion lawsuit.
Yeah.
Here's some Rudy on the lesbians. Lesbians.
I thought about a female alliance and watching them the way they walk around hand in hand. I even thought about lesbianism, but maybe not. I don't know. And it could happen if they had any brains, but I don't think they got enough brains to do that.
I want to shoot the guy playing the congas behind his talking.
If you quiet down, we need to hear every word.
Yeah, here's Rudy. Shut up for the bongos. Rudy's talking. Here's Rudy. Yeah. Hey, how would you like it if every time I open my... Hey, queers and lesbians. I was thinking about... My buddies don't want to see me with no queers. Got exotic music playing in the background when he talks. Like, you know, like a bigot.
I think they're doing that on purpose.
They drown him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the word queer comes up, the bongo's
Because
hit.
the week he said, the naked queer, I had to run it back 3 or 4 times before I could hear what he was saying.
You see a lot of these naked queers. You see a lot of these naked queers. What? What did he say? Hey, get that back on, man. All right, here's Rudy again.
When I go home, my wife asks me about who was with you. I'll say a queer that ran around bare ass half of the time, for one thing.
That's some conversation with his wife.
That's the one. I said, what did he say? And I had to rewind it 3 times.
Well, they got the theme from Oz running back there. Yeah, when my wife asks me about the island, I'm going to tell her about all the queers. Because these goddamn queers are taking over the island and eating all our rats.
The naked queers.
These naked queers.
When I go home, my wife asks me about who was with you. I'll say a queer that ran around bare ass half of the time, for one thing.
Hey, I'll kick his ass for being naked, these queers.
If he was a younger guy.
This guy's got a nice schlong. We was lifting weights together, and I was telling him he had a fine ass, and then I wanted to see it, and he showed it to me.
If he was a younger guy, they might have a problem with him.
All right, here's Rudy talking about incest.
I can't understand a guy talking to his sister that way. It sounded like Greg was talking maybe incest. That's the way it sounded to me. Julie, we got to put up with this for about 2 more weeks, and then we might kill him. Is that doing you a favor?
There you go. I like the music behind him. Maracas. They don't know how to drown him out. There's Rudy on the Bible. Gonna talk some Bible crap.
It's funny to me that a guy would read the Bible out here. The only reason I'd bring a Bible is if... I'm religious, too, if I needed toilet paper.
Yeah, if I had to start a fire. I like the guy's accent, man. Rudy. I don't talk much. When I do, I'm stupid. I try to be as stupid as possible. I like to beat the children. Everything out of my mouth is that of an idiot. There is not one thing I say that an idiot wouldn't applaud. This is a Rudy.
He may be fighting John for his title of King of the Stupid.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Give me some exotic music behind my bigotry. So when I say queer, you can like up the music. Say queers and lesbians.
Then the drums start.
Give me some authentic maraca music for my idiocy. It makes it sound better. All these queers shaking their ass in my face, my old face. He's got that nasty beard, gobble neck.
He's grizzly, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you why there aren't Puerto Ricans on Star Trek, because they're not working in the future either. God damn it. Where are these queers? Give me some exotic music so I can spew my racist thoughts. Years ago, you could say the word nigger. Now you can't. So I got to say queers. Hey, all the funny Jew stuff is starting to happen now that Lieberman's the man. It's great. There's this dude at the NAACP.
Down in where? Because he's not national. He was like a local NAACP guy. And...
Hold it a second. This is Rudy.
Oh, sorry.
I got exotic music. I go and tell a racist story. Hey, so the other day, I didn't want to cause no trouble or nothing, so I call up the NAACP and I say to him, look, I just want my wallet back. All right? That's it. I just did. I don't want any trouble. I heard the blacks are all moving to Detroit. They heard there's no jobs there either. Hey, give me more music for my racist spew. The spunk is pouring out of me.
Oh, God.
I got to tell you, that queer's got a big fat ass. He keeps sticking it in my face. I'm going to slaughter him. I don't have to see that. Some queer running around with his dong. What the hell? Give me some more music, goddammit. I'm spewing. I'm Rudy.
Nobody's going to expect music behind everything he says from now on.
Yeah. You know, I go home and I talk to my wife. There's no exotic music. I don't understand.
Where's my music?
These friggin' Jews are running now. These Jews are running for the president. And you got chinks running all around this here island. why the chinks have little slits for eyes? Because the bomb, when it flashed, they can't see nothing. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Who wants to talk politics, huh?
You know it's true.
You know what I'm saying about these queers and lesbians is true. You could make all the jokes you want. And you know the chinks got little slits for eyes because of the flash from the bomb. We know it. We was in the Navy SEALs. And my buddies are going to ask me what I did out on that island. I'm going to say I ran around with a queer and a couple of lesbians and wanted incest. Hey, this is some good music. Do-do-do-do-do. I love that accent, man. I wish I had that accent.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. I love it. It just makes everything you say even more stupid.
More stupid. It accents the stupidity.
I know I say a lot of dumb stuff, but it would be even dumber with that accent. Hey, how you doing, everybody? It's the Howard Stern Show. All right, so funny Jewish stuff's going on now, and then I'll tell you about the song parody contest brought to you by Beck Spear. This dude, Lee Alcorn, head of the NAACP's Dallas office.
Yeah, Dallas.
May be suspended for anti-Semitic comments. I don't know why.
He resigned.
Yeah, he should have resigned. Hell, this is the way he feels.
He said, you know what, don't suspend me, I'll resign.
The head of the Dallas branch of the NAACP quit yesterday after he was suspended for referring to Senator Joseph Lieberman as a Jew person and saying Jewish interest primarily has to do with money. NAACP National President Kawasi Mfumi. Mfumi. I love how the NAACP guy, Lee Alcorn, is talking about how Jews are concerned with money. Jews are some of the biggest philanthropists in this country, giving away millions of dollars to charity.
If he has some rational reason for saying that.
I just wonder how much money Lee Alcorn has given to charity.
He belongs to an organization that's supported by charitable donations.
Yeah, of course. That Jews mostly give to.
Probably.
NAACP has probably got mostly... The reason they're firing the guys is because mostly Jews are paying for the NAACP.
Kawesi knows where the money comes from.
Yeah. He's like, get the hell out of here. These crazy Jews are supporting us. So we don't have to work. We can just mouth off all day. Mfumi called Alcorn's remarks repulsive. Mfumi called... Like, I'm supposed to buy into that name. What's his real name? Bob?
Roy.
Is it Roy? Roy Stevens. Roy Washington.
Roy Jefferson.
Right. Kawasi Mfumi condemned the anti-Semitic rant by Lee Alcorn, calling Alcorn's remarks repulsive. Here's what else he said. By the way, Mfumi was quick to say he's proud of his long-standing relationship with the Jewish community because the crazy Jews are busy supporting all this nonsense. I just called over there looking for my wallet. I just want my wallet back, all right?
Okay, Rudy.
NAACP leaders yesterday faxed a letter to Alcorn suspending him. Alcorn instead angrily quit. I cannot be bought, he said. For this reason, I gladly offer my resignation. I cannot be bought. He triggered the flap when he complained.
Well, I guess he's saying, we get a lot of Jewish donations. I cannot be bought.
Yeah. He triggered the flap when he complained Monday about the choice of Lieberman as vice president. If we get a Jew person, then what I'm wondering is, now he's thinking out loud, what I'm wondering, like that massive brain is working overtime. If we get a Jew person, then what I'm wondering is, what is this movement for, you know? Alcorn said on talk radio. Talk radio is dangerous.
Well, yeah, because it gets you fired from your job.
I think we need to be very suspicious of any kind of partnership between the Jews at that kind of level.
Now Lieberman is all Jews. He represents the Jews.
It's funny when you hear a black guy talking like this. You know, this is what was done to black people their whole lives. We know that their interest primarily has to do with money and these kinds of things.
He thought he was in the...
hey, this is Rudy.
Not the NAACP.
This is Rudy. This guy's right.
Listen to this guy.
Hey, he knows. By the way, Rudy has never made anti-Semitic or anti-black comments.
Not that we've heard.
That we've heard on the air.
They haven't played, though.
Right. So we just want to make that clear.
The music was too loud for us to hear.
Drowned them out. He just talked about gays, the queers.
Queers and lesbians.
Right. So, hey, queers. I'm going to go home and smack my kids. I'm going to tell my wife about this guy's fat ass. He affronts my eyes. You stop talking to this guy, Rudy. I think he's so damn hungry he's going to eat at someone's arm.
He's tired.
You know what? I'd cut that bitch's legs off, man. The one with all the maggots. Eat them. They don't get to her.
How come they haven't resorted to cannibalism?
I don't know.
Cameras.
Showing you good. Yeah. We know, anyway, he said a bunch of other anti-Semitic things. So it's starting to happen already.
Well, the other thing that I thought was funny was they were saying that Lieberman showed up somewhere and they were expecting about 1,000 people for the rally and 2,000 people showed up. People can't believe it.
Look, a Jew. Hey, look at this here, a Jew.
Go see.
Give me some music. Let's go see the Jew. It's like people never saw a Jew before. Some places in the country, even to this day, a lot of people haven't seen Jews.
Well, if they're only 3% of the population,
that's the truth.
A possibility.
Rashid.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Salam alaikum. Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hey, just wanted to comment on that NAACP situation.
Yeah.
I just think everybody's getting carried away in this day and age, and I think we're basically trampling on everybody's freedom of speech. Just, you know, when you offend people, okay, but to me, freedom of speech is more important.
What are you saying? Why did you get to the point? You're saying they shouldn't have fired that guy?
Well, no, I'm just saying the guy, you know, anybody should be able to express their thoughts if you offend
He
people.
did.
He did. Nobody stopped him.
Nobody stopped him. They suspended him because they got a whole bunch of Jewish people giving money to that organization. And also, NAACP is supposed to be about, you know, getting rid of bigotry. You got a bigot there. How can you have the organization? Don't be silly. Of course they had to suspend him.
Right, make a point.
Suspend him, they should have fired him.
Right. I mean, it's
because if you got this bad idea, I bet you've got a bunch of others.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Rusty.
All right.
Later, bro.
Bye-bye.
All these queers calling in. Where was I? Oh, okay. Okay, you queers. Let's get down to it. Come on, queers. It's the Rudy Show.
Yeah, Rudy should get his own show.
All you queers and faggots, let's go. Hey, I'm trying to say queers and faggots. Stop drowning me out. Holy mackerel. What the hell? What the hell is this here? Where'd you get this here? I'm trying to look at that guy's ass. That queer's ass. I seen his snake between his legs. I got a Navy SEAL between my legs.
Girls are holding hands.
Lesbian. Hey, that girl's got maggots coming out of her legs, probably from all the lesbianism. Hey, what is this music? That queer George Michael in the bathrooms over there? Let him go with the gay Richard. Two faggots.
You know that homosexual? He's pretty nice.
Yeah, he's pretty nice. Got a pretty nice ass.
We got a pretty good friendship going here.
Yeah, the only problem is he's a queer. All right. These people.
I don't know what my buddies are going to say.
My butt buddies. Throwback from another era. From the Stone Age. All right, we told you about Greg Kinnear. We told you that whole story. I'm not going to go through that again.
Greg Kinnear?
Yeah.
I mean Craig Kilborn.
Oh, Craig Kilborn, right. Yeah, whatever his name is. So I took Time Magazine home with me yesterday because you were talking about it.
Well, Gary said something about the Tiger Woods.
Oh, was that who did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was you. So I said, if I'd known it was Gary, I wouldn't have wasted my time. So, there's a big picture of Tiger Woods, and he's like praying on the cover.
Let me see that. I haven't even seen the cover.
He's like real pensive Tiger Woods.
Oh, dear.
And it says on the cover of Time Magazine, how the greatest golfer in the world risked it all in his quest to become the greatest golfer in history. So you thought there was like some kind of trauma in his life or something?
What did he risk?
But evidently nothing. I mean...
What are they talking about?
I don't know. I read the whole article. I don't even know what they're talking about. There's no angst. Some of the kids at school called him Urkel. You know.
Duh. Like everybody's been tortured at school.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the club. I would have welcomed the name Urkel. Just to keep it real here, I've been nominated. I got a letter in a packet in the mail. They send me packets. I throw it right in the garbage. I've been nominated for an NAB Marconi Award.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
That sounds very important.
Sounds impressive.
An NAB Marconi Award represents overall excellence in radio. Gee.
Excellent.
Thank you. Radio's so lame, I've achieved excellence.
What kind of excellence?
It's not going to be anything excellent about a guy blowing farts into a microphone. Excellent.
Is this a laughing stock?
read this yesterday. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Excellent.
The world is crazy. The world is cockeyed.
Yeah. The NAB introduced the awards in 1989.
And since then, they've lost their mind.
We run out of people, so we found you. What are you going to give that to, Cousin Brucey?
This is excellent.
Radio's filled with idiots. I mean, probably the most credible guys like Paul Harvey. He's a douchebag. Paul Harvey. Say good day? That guy makes $12 million a year. Oh, excuse me, $14 million a year.
His salary keeps going up.
And he does a 5-minute air shift.
After year after year.
His deal is he does a 15-minute broadcast, mostly commercials. Mm-hmm. He tells a couple of those dopey stories, even though I get sucked in every time and have to listen. I don't know why. I listen to Paul Harvey. I got to admit, I do. The other day, walking in the woods, there was a young boy, a story I remember from my youth. I remember a young man, no bigger than a flea. You know, I don't know, you just get caught up in his stupid stories, but he makes about $14 million a year. He does a 15-minute broadcast, and they cut up the 15-minute into little 5-minute ones. Because I used to have to play Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey was on part of my morning show when I was on in Hartford.
Oh, I was in the deal, too. When we did a morning show, we had Paul Harvey, and that's how I used to listen to him.
8:31, I had a back time into Paul Harvey.
That's right, Paul
Was
Harvey.
it 8:31 or 8:35? I remember.
It was 31.
8:31 or something.
Yeah, it was an odd time.
Stand by for you. Stand by for you. And then, I'd sit there and bring up the network feed at 8:31. And you could never back time into it. Like, the back timing means you play a record, you get out of the record, and you go, okay, you're listening to WCCC, AM 1000, FM 1, whatever it is.
And then Paul Harvey comes
1290, AM 1290. FM 107 something.
See, this is what would happen to you. Paul Harvey's already...
Yeah, I'd be babbling. I didn't even know the call letters. I was the world's worst disc jockey. So I go, WCCC AM 1000. So you had to play the record and leave like yourself 10 seconds to back time into Paul Harvey. So what would happen is I'd be playing a record. I'd see there's 2 minutes left on the record, and it's 5 seconds to Paul Harvey. And all of a sudden, the music I just turn the music off and go, WCCC, Paul Harvey. Where are you?
Stand by for news.
Stand by for news.
That was sacrilege.
He got big ratings, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
So he was getting bigger ratings than me at that point. So you had to get to him. And we played Paul Harvey, 8:35, you're back into some rock music. And it made no sense because we were the Paul Harvey station, and we were a rock and roll station.
Right, yeah.
You'd go from Paul Harvey to Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Totally ridiculous.
People didn't care. It was just popular.
Gotta listen to my Paul Harvey. What's the story today?
The story is, there was a man who spent his entire life trying to be a stand-up comedian. Even though everyone said he wasn't funny, he plodded along, making $50 a week at bachelor parties. And one day, he sent one of his horrible record albums to Howard Stern.
And he was suckered in.
Howard Stern, not understanding what he had in his possession, hired him foolishly. His price went up to $6,000 to $7,000 an appearance in places like Jimmy's Comedy Alley, the Cape Cod Melody Tent. And this man's name, we know him today as Joke Man, Jackie Martley. Stay tuned for news. And that was like the news, you know.
Page 2.
And now you
know the rest of the story.
And the other thing was he would be telling you the news, and the next thing he's telling you a commercial, and it all sounded the same.
Yeah.
So you thought the commercial was news.
I'm sure that was illegal. I don't know.
And you can find that at...
You can find Kotex.
So I got this. Hey, I was thinking about on Survivor, because a friend of mine was saying to me, she said, geez, when you get your period, all you want to do is be clean.
Oh, I was thinking about that, too.
Those chicks, do they have Kotex with them?
Yes. They were given tampons.
Tampons.
Yeah, tampons.
Those are the ones you put
as far as I
in.
know. They were given products.
Those are the pads. I think the queer was wearing the pads. Yeah, this is Rudy with the queer. Hey, look at that. He's wearing a pad on his package. The hell? Wait till my buddies ask me about this.
And the same outfits, day in and day out. They're getting pretty grody.
Hey, how do you know if a guy is queer? When you do his butt, he gets aroused. All right? That's how you can tell. See this guy Sean over here, I do his butt, nothing happens.
He's no queer.
He's no queer. I'm checking him. I got to check him to see if he's queer. Introduced the awards in 1989. Marconis are awarded annually in 22 different categories. I don't even think there's 22 guys I can think of that are any good.
What categories are there?
To radio's top stations and personalities. The award is named for Guglielmo Marconi, who won the Nobel Prize for his pioneering work in the creation of modern radio. I heard he ripped it off, too, Marconi.
That's what I've been hearing, that he wasn't the first guy.
Well, that makes sense, that the guy who invented radio is a rip-off artist like everybody else in radio, who rips me off. He set the standard. He even stole radio itself. And now you got whole stations of guys stealing my act. Winners in each Marconi category will be determined by a vote of NAB member radio stations. Oh, yeah, I should win that popularity contest.
Vote for you.
Yeah, great. Ballots and nominee profile booklets will be mailed July 17th. That's because nobody knows anybody. I love this. Every NAB member radio station will receive 2 ballots. One for the general manager, one for the program director.
Fighting over it.
Hey, look at us. We're going to fill out our ballots. And you know those guys will vote for me.
To be the Academy Award.
Yeah. Well, they still want to take the entire medium and elevate it.
Yeah. Like they got some kind of a body that's worth having votes in.
Hey, Freddie, guess who's on the phone? Brian Battles.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Who's that?
There's a guy we used to work with at WCCC.
Really?
And in Hartford. I don't know what he does now. Guess he wants to talk about Paul Harvey.
Stand by for it.
Hey, Brian.
Hey.
Where are you now?
Where am I?
What do you do for a living?
I got into computer programming in Connecticut.
Good move.
Yeah.
This guy's funny. This guy, you got to hear this. I was doing morning radio in Connecticut, and I'm on the air, and I hated it because I was the morning guy. I had to back time into Paul Harvey. Then I had to go collect local news, and I had to be the newsman and the funny, stupid DJ and play records, and no producer, nothing. So you were working your tail off. It was actually like physical labor, you know.
It was a real job.
One time, this guy walks in, and he's a big guy. I'm in the middle of trying to back time into Paul Harvey. Isn't that when you did this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You mind me telling this?
No, go ahead.
All right. All of a sudden, he whips it out while I'm opening the mic, and he lays it down right on the console.
Oh, no.
So I'm on the air, and I'm going, and I'm trying to back time. And you got to understand, these guys would fire you if you didn't back time right. And I get yelled at for this. I'm like, okay, everybody, WCCC. All of a sudden, I look over, this guy Schlong, and I'm like, oh, my God. And I take a record album, and I swat his wiener. I go to swat his wiener. He pulled it away quick. I almost got him in the wiener. This is all going on while I'm doing the show.
Queer put his wiener.
Hey, you queer, what do you got the wiener out there for, boy? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we had lots of fun. We used to tape delay the show that ran. He had a 15-minute one at noon.
Yeah.
And one time we held the tape back.
Oh, yeah. This was great. Brian did this. This guy's funny.
The Paul Harvey hijinks.
So you have to tape Paul Harvey.
Yeah.
So, he goes, and that's the news. And then he pauses a real long time, and he goes,
And now you know.
And now you know the rest of the story. And then he goes,
and then the rest of the story could take a minute before he gets
that was the part. He would say good day, but he'd make you wait for the good day.
That's
He ended it with Paul Harvey. Good day.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Brian went in and taped him, and he went like this. This is literally what you heard on the air. And now you know the rest of the story. This is Paul Harvey. Go.
I think about 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes. And it just was dead.
You could hear the compressors coming up.
Oh, that's funny.
Dead air. They went, good day.
And then we were real tight right into the next spot.
It was funny. It was funny. This
and I
guy,
used to say you could die in that pause.
this guy Brian Battles was funny.
Oh, they had a lot of fun.
Too bad he wasn't funny on the air.
Wait a minute, he was that funny and he wound up in computers.
Well, you know what? You know what? I'm going to tell you something. When we were in Hartford, it might sound like fun, but it was a pretty depressed station.
Oh, I'm sure.
Our program director,
stations
our program director thought he was the football coach, And he would call, this guy, Bill Nozzle, he would call us in.
I'm the coach, and you're the quarterback.
We had to go into jock meetings all the time, and he'd be like, yeah, that's why to this day I won't go to a jock meeting.
Well, you know what? All of those little stations have more meetings than I've ever
and we all
seen
sucked.
And you know what? You always...
And the whole station sucked.
Yeah.
And they always made us have the meetings at, like, 6 p.m.
Right. Yeah.
So Bill could come in with, like, you know, pizza and beer and stuff. And the guys who did overnight and morning were like, oh.
I'd be like, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. 6 p.m., I got to come back into Hartford.
I'll be back here in 2 hours.
Yeah, so we'd all be sitting there bitching, and then he'd walk in and go, and he'd be wearing a football jacket, and he'd go, you know, to me, a radio station's like football. He goes, I'm the head coach. Howard, you're the quarterback. And I'm like, who needs this pressure?
And I was always complaining about the damn salary cap then, you know.
Yeah, then Brian would be like, by the time he had Brian, I was the quarterback. Brian was you're the water boy.
You carried a jock strap.
Right, so... And then he'd give us his philosophy on radio and everything. We'd have all these meetings and junk. And then we were all depressed because we were all broke. Mm-hmm. And all of the guys who were there were all trying to get out of the business. And the only guy they ever thought was ever going to make it was me. And I wasn't even sure I was going to make it.
It wasn't sure a thing with you.
Well, yeah, everyone seemed to convince that I was going to make it because this guy, Peter, what was that guy's name in the afternoon?
Peter Cole.
Yeah, Peter Cole. Peter Cole came up to me one day and he goes, dude, I don't think it was like Survivor. He would go, I don't think I'm going to make it.
Right.
My dad is a banker, and I think I'm going to cut my hair and just become a banker. He says, I know I don't have the talent.
Oh, dear.
He goes, but you, kid, you could make it. Kid, I was younger. I was older than him. He goes, you could make it. I think you got a shot. And he'd look at me like, you know, we'd almost be in tears.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we were all going to fall by the wayside.
Well, you know, it's a funny thing that I remembered all the time I was in radio after I stopped working with you there at CCC was that one line I remember you said to me when we were talking off the air one day was when you said, you know, this is a weird gig when your only job is to get your next job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your job there. You're not going to get promoted to what, like senior vice president?
Right, there's no place to go.
Well, I said to Brian, I said, you know, one thing I learned is, I said, they shouldn't give us any more money because then we'll stay in stupid Hartford. The fact that they don't pay us, we'll leave. I mean,
yeah, it's a revolving door.
Yeah, and the whole thing, once you get there, you got to start looking for your next job.
Your problem is the guy who thinks this is a job.
Yeah. Well, I worked at a real toilet bowl before CCC was a step up for me. I worked at a real toilet bowl where we made $96 a week, and the jocks wanted to unionize. They wanted to go after. I said, you guys are nuts. You're going to ruin it. Yeah, I was like, what do you want to live here the rest of your life? The trick is to get out.
Really? They were always trying to think of more ways to make money.
Yeah.
Well, there was nobody was obviously doing the syndicating, but, you know, the only way you could make money was commercials and DJing.
And DJing on the outside.
Yeah.
At clubs. And I tried to DJ on the outside, and I sucked.
Well, I did too, but I still charged them for it.
Yeah, I don't know dance music. I was working at a Holiday Inn spinning records. me and Meg Griffin and this guy Wally. And we were just spinning records. They fired me after 2 weeks. They were like, don't you dance or do a little dance show?
Didn't dance?
I go, no. I'm like a progressive jock. I play rock. They were like, no. Play some dance music, bring in some good dance records, and try to dance.
The whole trick to it was I used to just write down the requests from the girls.
Me too.
That's all you can do. If you get the girls to dance, the guys dance. And I didn't know what the songs were. They're like, play this. Okay, I'll buy it. Next week I'll have it, you know? Yeah,
I worked at this place called the Westchester Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And they were trying. The problem was the club brought in like 25 to 54-year-old old guys who were trying to get laid and bang young chicks.
With the hair slicked over the top of the leisure suit.
Yeah, because they were all on sales calls and they were away from their wives.
It was happy hour.
So they were like, well, can't you try and bring in a younger crowd? I go, how am I going to do that? I work at a radio station nobody listens to. Where am I going to get anybody?
It's happy hour. Nobody's happy here.
Yeah, but they would pay you. They pay you like $150 for the night.
That was a good gig.
It was more than they made all week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I only got it for 2 weeks, and they got wise to me. I didn't have any records. They said bring in dance records. I wrote in Stevie Wonder. I didn't know. And Cool in the Gang.
Well, weren't you only even asking them in Hartford for like another $100 a week to stick around?
I asked for 25.
Really?
25. It wasn't even 100.
I asked Cy for $25. He wouldn't. He said he had to think about it. That's
because I remember you telling me after the, you know, this was like I don't know the next day or whenever you told a couple people, you said, yeah, I went in there and I said, you know, gee, my wife's got a good job. I'd like to stay here a little while. Blah 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 blah. And you know, I just need a little more money because they're offering me a whole lot of money to go to Detroit. And he just pointed to a stack of cassettes and said, look, no, these guys all want your job.
That's it. He was negotiating. See
all these guys?
See all these guys?
Yeah, they'd be thrilled to work here. Go ahead, you know.
I never saw more depressed people. Most people were just self-medicating on drugs. Yeah. The jocks were just in complete depression.
Well, the people that, you know,
we were
around the longest were, you know that guy that you replaced?
Yeah.
Because I did the shift that you did in between.
Yeah.
The guy that you replaced, he went across town to the other station.
Is he still there?
No, then he went to Florida, right?
Yeah.
I came back. In the meantime, I had gone to Long Island. I came back up to visit somebody up there. They turned out they just found out that the guy had shot himself.
Oh.
His name on the air was Roscoe. His real name was Gilmore.
Yeah.
His last name was Gilmore. He was somewhere in Florida. He was an alcoholic and I guess, you know, a drinker and problems with, you know, his mind.
Yeah, I never met him, but I know they used to always threaten me how good he was, and then I kind of sucked.
He was very good. He was, you know, I mean, he wasn't like, I don't think he would have played world class, but I mean, for a city like Hartford, he was good.
Yeah, everyone used to tell me how good he was, and then I sucked.
No, you didn't suck. You were right. I remember listening to you back then. Well, you know, I was single then, and I was like, what, 18 or something.
Yeah.
And I used to be out all night partying because I went back to 7 to midnight after you came in.
Yeah.
And so I'd be up still, you know, sometimes, and I'd hear you in the morning. And I'd stay awake to listen.
I used to do some weird stuff. I used to do some wacky stuff.
It was so funny, the stuff, the Hell with Shell and the Valentine. I remember the one Valentine's time when you tried to make the date with that girl.
Yeah.
When the guy gave you his girlfriend's phone number.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to call with a singing Valentine.
Yeah.
And you tried picking his girlfriend up. And he's going for you.
Oh, no. And she was digging me.
And he's listening to this live on the air. And she's going, yeah, maybe I'll go out with him. And you're like, yeah, he's not so great. Yeah, you know. He's
I had the guy silent on the other line, and I'm like kind of hitting on her.
He's taking it.
And that was back in the days you didn't have to tell anybody they were on the air. So I'd be like, you know, hey, you know, I got your number. I wonder if you want to go out. I work at a radio station. She was like, yeah, I'll go out with you. It was unreal. That ended that marriage.
The other line, I could imagine.
I did the dude a favor. The way I looked at it.
Nobody used to do anything like that.
But when this guy whipped out his wiener was the funniest thing I ever saw.
We used to do that stuff all the time. We did that in New York one time. The girl that was doing the news, she starts talking, and I had the mic switch. She didn't have it. So I walked away from the console right up to the glass with the mic switch left on and just dropped my head.
You know, he'd be sued today.
You know, back then you could have sexual harassment.
They didn't think you were queer.
They didn't think you was a queer for showing your pants to a girl. You could do this kind of thing. Now everybody
you press yourself up against the glass.
Right away now they think you're queer.
Well, we could probably just write a book about the stuff that went on at a radio station that people don't know about.
Back then you could take your newswoman, smack her around, show her your penis. You know what I mean? And it wasn't sexual harassment. Where's me bongo music? Ah, man, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
It actually wasn't fun. We're making it sound like it was fun. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know what?
Bad days.
It was fun when you were doing fun stuff, and you know why? Because you weren't getting paid enough for that to be the reason you were there. You had to be there because you were having fun.
Yeah, well, Brian was like one of those guys you were glad when he came in the room because it was fun.
We always had a good time.
Yeah.
You know, do you remember I was with you and Fred the first day you were on NBC?
Yeah, I know. You came in. You were doing some laughing and stuff in the background.
You were worried that day that your voice was not working out.
Oh,
yeah, I had to leave. I was sick.
But you sounded fine.
Yeah.
The first day we
was that thing with the symbol.
I have, whenever I start a new job, I'd be sick because I have psychosomatic illnesses.
Well, the funniest thing that I thought that day was the thing with the symbol.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
When Kevin said you couldn't hit the symbol because you weren't in the union?
Yeah. They hated me so much at NBC. I had a little symbol in there, and I would hit it once in a while.
Oh, my goodness.
And, for some sound effects to try and get some false excitement going. And then, Kevin comes in, you're not in the musicians union, and we don't know if you can hit that symbol. Stop using it. And I was just like, oh.
You name it, darling.
Yeah, I mean, he just wanted to wreck any kind of thing that I had going on. Anything.
That was the first day, too.
I know. And you saw what was going on. I was so depressed.
Oh, man.
But
I did.
I got up and left. I left. I said, I'm sick. I have to go. The salespeople all looking at me through the glass. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, my God, I'm so nervous. They've already lectured me that that they're going to change my whole act. They don't want me to hit a symbol. And then all the sales department's waiting for me to say something funny.
Well, the other thing is, too, that engineer kept signaling you to play more records.
I know.
It's like, what if they... No.
You're bringing back those memories.
You know what? You're depressing me because I was a big star. I was a big star in Washington, D.C. I'd broken down all the barriers. I got things going.
You already been through this.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, all over again at NBC. And it I wanted to die.
On a larger scale.
I wanted to die.
Well, you did eventually kind of get more freedom there than you started with.
Oh, yeah, but, you know.
Yeah, we had to get people fired.
Yeah, I mean, it was touch and go. I mean, it was like a coup d'etat.
War.
It was like Survivor.
That's one thing I always thought. A lot of people might have a certain amount of talent for radio, but and I'm not saying that you're a dime a dozen. I'm just saying there are other people talented. But who would have put up with all that?
No, I tell you something. I was a saint putting up with that. I don't even know.
I would have given up. I would have just said, I don't need this.
Yeah.
In fact, that's
my problem was I needed it. I didn't have a computer background. So what? Hey, give your business a plug.
Well, I don't. I'm just an individual consultant type person.
You want to get some business? I'll give you a free commercial.
No, I don't need a commercial.
Really?
I'm all an overpaid geek.
Where you
that well, huh?
Oh, sure.
Where are you living now?
In Middletown, Connecticut.
Oh, no kidding. And you got a wife and stuff?
Well, I did.
Oh, she left you? I can see that.
But I got 2 kids.
Oh, yeah?
And they think that I'm a god because I know Howard Stern.
Are you getting laid at all?
When did you get dumped?
Well, that was about 4 or 5 years ago.
No kidding. Well, she wouldn't put up with it anymore?
Well, it was, it's a long story. Nothing specific, just those kind of things.
Radio guys, man, we all end up in the same place. We're all pathetic.
Well, I got to say, we still get along real good.
Yeah, me too. But I got to tell you something. When I was like a teenager just getting into radio, I went up and visited a small station, and I saw all the WMCA good guys who were these big stars a couple of years when I was a kid. They were all wearing blue blazers, and they were all downtrodden. They were all being yelled at by their program director, and I said, this is going to be our fate.
Yeah.
And, when I started
and you know what? It's all coming true. Now we're all lonely, no family, wives leaving us.
Well, it's another thing.
Where's your blue blazer coming?
Yeah, it's like, that Harry Chapin song, that dumbass, lame song. Cats in the Crow, whatever the hell it was, WOLD.
Yeah.
Well, that was, I finally decided. I mean, this is the kind of job that was perfect when I was young and single because you got to go to concerts and be a little bit famous, the girls, the drinks,
Hey, what's your story now? Are you getting laid?
What's that?
You getting laid?
Well, not often.
You got a girlfriend?
How you looking?
Not really.
I bet you blew up and got heavy, right?
No.
You were always a big guy.
Well, I mean, I'm not skinny, but...
You still look all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah?
I was going to come down and visit you sometime,
So
but
come
I
on
never know
down.
it would be a good time to drop in down there.
You can come down anytime.
Yeah?
Sure.
Sure. Because I tried to call a number of times, and nobody ever must have given you the message. I don't know who gets the phone.
Yeah, you know how they are here. They don't give you the message.
I did speak to Jackie on the phone not too long ago. Look.
Come down anytime. You know you're always welcome.
Yeah, I will.
You can whip out your wiener for Rob.
I'll be like, naked cabbie or something.
Yeah, come on down. I'll be busy, but Fred will talk to you.
Fred will stay with you all day.
Yeah, Fred will hang with you.
I'll look at your weenie.
You like Brian, right?
I'd love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred worked with me before you got there. He had been there before me.
Yeah, I know. Fred, once you put him somewhere, he stays.
Yeah, he puts down roots. And he doesn't negotiate for months.
Yeah, he's a weird guy, man. He's still weird. He's still the same.
Well, I see you guys all the time anyhow, so I feel like I'm still half in touch because I watch the show on television and I listen. Robin, I don't think I ever got to
No,
meet
we
the
never
person.
met.
Well, you got to meet this guy. He's got a big wiener, I'll tell you that. You should have seen that thing.
Whipping it out all
Oh, my God. I look over and it's laying there. It's like, get out of here. I'm whacking the thing.
I did that to the news girl one time at XLS radio. While she was talking, of course, I got to preface this, I was dating her.
Oh, right. Okay.
But she was talking, and this was a radio station that was in a house.
Yeah, one of those.
Well, I worked in a few of those.
And she was standing there, and I was in the same room with her, right up next to the microphone, standing next to her face.
Yeah.
So she had 2 mics to talk to.
It's so funny when it happens, too, because the person just freaks. I was
don't know what
freaking.
to do.
Because I knew I had to back time into that goddamn Paul Harvey.
Busy.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even say what was going on back then.
No. It was just like, I went, boom. I was like whacking the thing when I was like.
And it sounded like something was falling,
Yeah. Yeah, that was good, man. That was a good one. I still remember that. All right, Brian, I got to go, buddy.
Good talking to you.
Hey, yeah, nice talking to you guys.
Come down and visit.
I'll stop by.
All right, man.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah, I worked in a couple of radio stations that were in the house.
I worked in one that was in. I think the other one probably was a renovated house, but one for sure was a house.
First station I worked in, WNTN in Newton.
Mm-hmm. This one hadn't even been fixed up. It was like the dining room was the sales department, and the two upstairs bedrooms were the studios.
Well, when I was shooting private parts, I saw WRNW, which is another place, the first place, not technically the first place I worked in, but it was in a house. And I went in, I couldn't believe how small it was.
Yeah.
There was a downstairs little room that was the front office, and this general manager's office was like the bathroom. And then you go upstairs, and one of the bedrooms was the studio, and the other bedroom was the production studio.
Right, that's what it was. You had the production studio and the on-air studio, and they were in the bedroom.
And I went in, I couldn't believe it. And there was a guy living in there. There was barely room for one person. And he let me go in and take a look around. I was like freaking out. I go, what the hell was I doing here for 2 years? It was like,
you wonder why you were depressed.
Yeah, no wonder I was like bummed out and OCD and everything.
Yeah. Because I remember looking at that first station, and the guy I actually came there to replace, he was like, don't quit. Because he wanted to leave.
Right, he wanted to get out. All right, we got to
tell by the look on my face.
We got to take a break, and then I got to talk about the song parody contest brought to you by Beck's Beer.
Yeah.
A beer apart.
This sounds like a big deal.
It is a big deal. I got a phony phone call from Cindy Margolis. I didn't even finish reading my NAB letter.
I know.
It's the funniest letter for broadcast excellence. We're going to be back right after these words. We won't go away. We'll stay. Not like so many guys who leave.
That's right.
And we'll talk to also Jeff Probst, the host of Survivor. Got to ask him about Rudy and the bongo music. Have the whole rap on that. Where's my Rudyism?
Yeah, and what did they not yet let Rudy say on television?
I was big mouthing the whole time coming over here about being with homosexuals and lesbians. So I found out last night, When he came up here, he said, you want to talk? I said, no, I don't want to talk. And he was going to tell me he was queer then.
You will scream with terror. You will beg for release. But there will be no escape.
We'll take it if you can.
The Howard Stern Show.
Always like to keep my audience riveted.
It's one of the things that makes the world go round.
Howard Stern. 92.3.
K-Rock.
Ever wonder where all the eloquent politicians are? Let's listen to Senator Wendell Ford.
We get rid of the tax break for the rich. Then you and I can sit down and work out a budget that will work and will balance in 7 years. We have no problem with that. I'm not near as rich as yourself, Senator. Well, I'm not near the rich either. I said I'm not near as rich as you. Okay.
Hey, Senator, we'll see you at the next Million Man March. You're listening to the man who gets nervous when he sees two black people walking down the street. Let alone 1 million. Howard Stern.
I wonder if that senator dude still has his job. Probably.
Which senator was that?
Wendell Ford?
Is he still in the Senate? I don't think so.
Sir, I'm not as near as rich as you. Yeah, I'm not nigger rich either. No, I said near. That's different, isn't it? Jeff Probst is the Survivor host. He's the guy who runs the whole show. And I think he does a good job because he's like very Rod Serling-ish. I like the show a lot. And I think he's doing a good job. And I've said that before, so now I got him on the phone. Jeff.
How's it going?
Hey, man.
Good.
So, my favorite guy on the show is Rudy.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about queers all the time. The queers and the lesbians and smacking your kids around.
I think my favorite one was a couple weeks ago when he said, well, I'd tell my buddies I spent a lot of time with a big fat homo that ran around naked most of the time.
Yeah, I don't know if my buddies are going to understand. You got kind of a Rod Serling thing going, bro.
Well, I know. I've taken a little bit of heat for that approach, but,
I like it.
Did they talk to you about that, or was that your own idea?
Did you have a director telling you what to do?
Well, yeah, we talked about it in the beginning. The guy who runs the show, Mark Burnett, actually, his idea in the beginning was, he said, Jeff, just tell him, look, quite frankly, your tribe don't want you around no more, so just get off the island.
Right.
He wanted it to be
like
hardcore from the beginning.
Yeah.
And,
no, I like the way you're playing it. It's like
this approach is better.
You're almost taunting them. You go, hey, you won a night on a yacht. And by the way, You could invite one of these people to breakfast. And plus, you walk in all cheerful because you've eaten.
And well-dressed, shaven.
Yeah, it's great. This is great. You know, I heard the people on the island really smelled.
Yeah, and you know what's weird is that, there was a couple of times, Greg Buis, the Ivy League guy.
Yeah.
He smelled the worst, and none of these people thought they smelled. They all smelled so bad that you would ask them, and they'd say, actually, it's so weird that we don't smell, and our breath is good. And
well, could they brush their teeth on the island? No.
I think somebody brought a toothbrush as their luxury item.
See, that's what I would have brought.
I think Rudy did, in fact.
Really? What about...
And Sean brought razor to shave his chest, so he shared that with all the women so they could shave their arms and their legs.
Oh, is that how they were shaving?
Yeah.
Because nobody got... One girl, Kelly, last night she raised her arm and there was a little hair under the arm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know what? You know the chick yesterday who got booted?
Colleen.
Yeah, the one with the maggots growing out of her legs.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. In fact, I saw her on with Brian Gumble this morning, and she was saying that she thinks if she hadn't gotten booted off the island, they probably might have even had to bring her for medical attention because she had maggots out of her legs.
Well, that's what I was thinking. As soon as I saw her legs, I was like, she needs to be voted off now.
Yeah, but why didn't the broad just go in the water and sit in salt water for a day? Because that would get rid of the maggots and would clean out all the cuts.
Yeah, I don't know, because they were in salt water a lot. I mean, she was in the ocean every day.
That's what I'm telling you, Howard. They were in the water.
I'm just saying I would just stay in there.
But you can't.
No?
When your skin's sloughing off, you stay in water, it gets worse.
Really? That would be my inclination would be the saltwater heels. But, so...
No, not staying in salt water 24/7 doesn't.
And, Jeff, when you did you guys see her legs and go, I would have freaked and said, we're going to get sued.
Taking pictures of her.
Yeah, I mean, were you freaking out? There were maggots growing in her legs.
Yeah, I know, and there was a doctor and a paramedic and a nurse on staff, and I think they knew about it and I think they were keeping abreast of it, so to speak, but they were bad, and she spent a lot of time out in the jungle with Greg when they would go on their little excursions at night. And I think she picked up a lot more than everybody else just because of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were going out, I don't know how much of it really came out on the show, but Greg was a great tracker, and he would sort of taunt us at night and say, well, we're going out, see if you can catch up with us. And they would go take off, and we would lose them. And they were sleeping up in trees, they were sleeping underneath stuff.
She claims they were...
got some jungle rot is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yeah.
See, because it looks like an infectious
disease.
disease.
I said it was a bacterial infection of her skin.
Yeah, it was weird.
She had one that you saw last night that was a fungal thing that was an open wound. Bad.
With a maggot in it.
Yeah.
And you know what she said just now is that her legs have healed up, but she still has scars all over her legs.
Well, of course. Those are big gaping...
Yeah, she's scarred all over her legs.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yikes.
She took the worst, definitely, physically.
Is it, though? And she's a hot chick. And then she said she won't get it. She's turning down $500,000 from Playboy. She's nuts. She seems like a bright chick, though.
I think Jenna's thinking about doing it.
Oh, yeah? Were you attracted to any of them?
Well, Colleen's pretty cute.
Yeah, I could dig it. You know what? She seems kind of bright, actually.
Yeah. And what I thought was interesting is that in the beginning, she played it really coy and demure, like she was kind of just there to have a good trip to Borneo and no big deal. And then as time went on, you started realizing that she's playing the game just like Richard, and she's just in a different package.
Did you hate Richard?
No, I didn't.
Really? I can't stand him, and I can't stand that broad. I guess she's from Boston, Susan.
The truck driver.
Yeah, she's just annoying, man. Vote her off already.
Well, wasn't there somebody who got under your skin, though, Jeff?
Oh, well, Greg and I...
Greg was the one making it with Colleen?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not that he really got under my skin, but he was trying so hard in the beginning to make it difficult to do the show. If you're doing something like that, basically you're doing it live. You don't ask these guys to redo it. And if one of them doesn't want to do something, you can't make them do it. And there would be times when we'd show up to do something and Greg would be on his nature phone, or he'd decide to tell some jokes in the middle of it. There's nothing you can really do to stop him, and it was frustrating to me until he got voted off, and he and I, talked after he got kicked off, and I realized I think that Greg was just really bright and really bored.
What kind of stuff wouldn't he do? Like you mean if you were doing a challenge?
Interrupt stuff.
Yeah, he would interrupt stuff
exactly.
and act goofy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you just have to sit there and wait it out.
Yeah, you'd have to
not much you can do.
He'd mug for the camera instead of playing it for real.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And
But I think I think, though, to his credit, is I think he really was just trying to play the game, as goofy as it seemed, on a completely different level.
All right, so he's doing it his way. Mel Karmazin told me that he's one of 4 people that knows, who actually wins. So you're one of the 4, obviously.
Yeah. It's amazing that nobody's talked.
I can't believe it. It's great, though.
You haven't awarded the prize yet, right?
No. What do you mean they haven't awarded the prize?
They haven't awarded the prize.
What does that mean?
They won't do it until it airs.
Why?
You mean actually giving the money, or said who won?
Actually giving the money.
Actually giving the money.
Yeah, no, they don't get the money until after the show.
That way they keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
Wow. And let's see, what do you got? About 3 weeks left of this thing.
Yeah, 2 more.
Did you think it was going to be this big?
No. I knew it was the most interesting thing I'd heard of when I heard Mark Burnett on the radio talking about it. But to his credit, when we were on the island, he said, Jeff, this is going to be big.
And how did...
We're going to love this.
And how was it for you, like I read somewhere that you took tapes of the Howard Stern show to the island with you.
Oh, yeah. I didn't take them with me. I had them FedEx to me. It was like my one luxury item. It's a routine every morning. I mean, it's a big habit of mine is listening to you guys. And so a buddy of mine, Larry, he sent me the March 14th show and like the March 18th show or something. I had two shows, and I listened to them every single day.
You could probably recite them like Shakespeare.
Exactly. And I listened to them so many times because it's a long time on that island.
I wonder what was going on those shows.
That was the show with Mark
Harris.
Yeah, Mark Harris. He took some bath in a bubble, some kind of weird bath.
Yeah. Buttermilk.
Yeah.
Right, to lower his cholesterol or something.
I love buttermilk baths.
And you guys you had made a song with him and Sinatra.
Oh yeah.
And it was like going to see a play. And every time I'd listen to it, I'd hear a little something different. And because they were running on batteries, the speed was just a little too fast. So everybody's voice was a little higher.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. So, someone was saying, too, about Survivor that what we don't realize is, because there was thousands of hours taped, that the people were really starving. Like, I always get the impression...
I realized it right away, because you can look at them and tell they're starving.
But why is the gay guy always still fat, though? He doesn't appear to lose weight.
Nah, it's deceptive. If you went back to the first show, when he had his butt up in the tree and was lecturing everybody, he's a big man. He's lost a lot of weight.
Did you freak when he was running around naked?
It's just weird to be that close to a guy that naked.
Does he have a big schlong?
He's not really worried about it. It didn't take that big of a hole to cover him up.
Really, he was that small. God bless a small guy who's willing to show it. I mean, I'm so ashamed of my penis. I'm really ashamed of it.
But
you're hoping to impress somebody.
Yeah, right.
That's why That's why Richard didn't bug me. The first day he bugged me, sitting up in the tree and talking about communication. But he was playing the game. I don't think he wanted to walk around naked, really, because he liked feeling so free and.
Yeah, but wouldn't that piss people off and get them to vote you off?
I think he was just. You look at how he plays it. He's aggressive. He's going to take the reins and say, "I want this thing." And if you compare him to Rudy, who wants his money just like everybody else, but he's hanging back and staying under the radar as much as he can.
Yeah, you almost forget Rudy.
Yeah.
But when that guy's walking around naked, doesn't his ass smell?
Oh. I didn't get that close.
And why don't they show, I guess they couldn't because of decency or something, but what are people doing about going to the bathroom? What do they do? They go off into I bet you a lot of people even broke down and didn't even move their bowels because there's not that much to eat.
There you go. That was a contest. I can't remember who the last person was, but there was like 15 days before it was Sean and somebody else before one of them could even go. So there wasn't a lot, but they did build. One of the first things they built was a little toilet out of the
latrine.
box.
Yeah. Oh, so they did have a toilet. And what did they use for toilet paper? Leaves?
They used leaves, I think, or somebody might have torn up one of their sarongs and cut it into little squares.
I would have just jumped in the ocean and cleaned out like a bidet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't using the ocean to. How could they smell so bad?
Yeah, if they're swimming all the time, why'd they smell?
I don't know. I mean, it was really. It rained so hard at night, and then it was so hot during the day that you could rinse off. But there was an accumulation, definitely, of body odor.
Maybe there was no deodorant.
They were rotting.
Yeah, they were rotting. They were decaying. I don't know, man. I freaked when I saw that girl's legs and bugs growing out of them. And I thought for sure they were just going to... I said, this is irresponsible. They got to pull her off.
Last night I could see some deterioration in Richard. He really needed that meal on the yacht. But
Sean, I mean, that was
looks
Sean's
like an Auschwitz survivor at this point.
See, I think he looks good.
No, he looks like an Auschwitz survivor.
I like that lean, muscular look.
But like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, you could see like their mouths are all crusting up.
Yeah.
It's beginning to look like, Somalia or something over there.
Yeah.
Well, I think if there's one thing that is deceptive, it's that you get used to seeing these guys on the island because that's the environment we know them in. But you're right, they are definitely, at this point, they are so hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the host of the Australia one?
Yeah, I'll be going to Australia.
Oh, you get to do this again?
I'll do it again. It was a kick-ass time.
Really? What do you have to tie up, about a month or two on this?
Yeah, you're there about 8 weeks.
And I heard the Australia one's even worse because there are venomous snakes.
Yeah, and crocodiles.
But how do they get people to do... In other words, even though they sign waivers and stuff, you know if one of them gets bit by a venomous snake and dies...
Families are coming in.
There's going to be an $80 billion gazillion lawsuit. That's what I can't figure out. Lawyers ruin everything that's fun.
Let's ask another thing. Did you ever want to slip anybody food or something?
No. I didn't. I mean, they wanted it. For as much as they're complaining, they're really having a great time.
I bet you could have banged Colleen for some food.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, the negotiations have gotten interesting.
Hey, honey, why don't you clean the bugs out of your legs and maybe I'll...
tried to seduce you for food?
I think you go there with a pizza and get laid. What is the game?
Hey, Howard, how come Colleen was just claiming that she and Greg didn't have sex?
Yeah, and meanwhile on the show they were saying they did have sex. Why is she going around reinventing history there?
Because she's back.
Yeah.
And she's had a few bites of food.
Yeah, do you think they had sex? You know they had sex, right?
I don't know they had sex. I know they spent a lot of time together, and there was a lot of stuff being implied, and a lot of people on that island who seemed to know were talking an awful lot.
I thought 1 week she said we had sex, and then they went to him, and he said, it wasn't sex. Like she was claiming it was sex, and he was saying it wasn't. Did you ever smell his fingers? I mean, that would have been the definitive.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's one of those things where they didn't go absolutely all the way.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
like...
So...
The thing about Colleen was that when I don't know if you guys saw when they had the videotapes from home, and you saw her family, these nice parents in this little room with, so there's a part of me that's thinking, I don't know, I could see Colleen being a little shy, but people on the island were definitely talking. They were
when these chicks got their period and stuff, they must have because girls love to be clean when they're having their periods.
Yeah.
They had Tampax, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's smart, man. You got to get.
They didn't leave that up to their discretion. They just gave them that.
You got to get broads Tampax.
Yeah. Now there were condoms. There was
sunscreen
too.
There were condoms.
Yeah, there were condoms.
Yeah,
hey,
I remember.
Now they're saying there's a second person on the island who's gay that they haven't revealed, but they're going to.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Was it you, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff, are you a bone smuggler? Hey, do you have a girlfriend?
I'm married.
Sure you are.
So are you gay? No.
To a man? I think Jeff's the gay guy.
I'm not talking.
So Jeff, man, you got a hit show, bro. Does it pay well?
Cool.
Yeah, it pays all right.
Yeah.
It pays better than Rock and Roll Jeopardy.
Yeah. This guy was doing Rock and Roll Jeopardy, but you're doing a nice job. And I got news for you. I think it'd be hard to find a host that's doing a good job like you. You could renegotiate that contract.
Yeah, you think maybe I'll send him your way.
What do they pay a guy like Jeff Probst?
Well, I'm sure that was part of the appeal was they didn't have to pay me. When they'd have to pay a big name.
Hey, Regis Philbin.
Yeah.
You know what there was one week that Jeff really cracked me up. Somehow or other he had gotten wet.
Yeah.
And he started to walk over somewhere, and the camera's following him from behind. He had this big wet spot on the back of his pants. It's really funny.
He can be funny, too.
Like, oh, Jeff's had an accident.
So what would you do? Like, you'd go down and, you had your own little place on the island. And I heard a lot of the camera people and stuff. I read an interview with them. They said it was pretty hard for them to survive.
It wasn't great for them either.
There was no picnic. They didn't set up that much, that nicer quarters for you dudes.
Yeah, they really didn't. We built these huts. I mean, I didn't build them, but, somebody built these wooden huts with plywood bottoms and tin roofs, and they were definitely better than what the survivors had. But, like, some of the crew and the art department, these guys were there 80, 90 days.
Yeah, well, I mean, why didn't they build, like, a nice set? I mean...
building a house.
Yeah. Well, I know Mel says that was him protecting his stockholders, but even still, it's like... That's the line I always get around here. I have to protect my stockholders. I'm like, you know what? Forget your stockholders. This is me you're talking to. Protect me a little bit. I'm working hard. So do you think this time they'll build a little bit better quarters for you, dude?
I don't know. I actually heard that we may be in tents this time.
Well, wait a minute. You guys made a lot of money for the network.
Yeah, I mean, turn the cameras around, put some cameras on you guys. It's probably better. What did you guys eat, though? You had more than rice. I mean, you had some things to eat, right?
We had some things to eat. They had this Malaysian family was the people who cooked, and they were great, and everything was terrific, except all they could cook was Malaysian foods. It seemed like every night we had fish heads with the eyes and the teeth. You're supposed to suck the juice out, and it's a real delicacy, but it was that or squid, and the food, I lost, I didn't have that much weight to lose, and I lost 15 pounds.
Really?
To get over there.
Yeah, you looked very svelte last night. You looked very good. Anyway, Jeff, it's a great show. I think you're doing a great job. Could you tell us who's going to win right now?
I couldn't.
You want to do it? Hey, help me out.
Ain't even close to hooking up.
Like you.
Yeah, slip it in.
Tell him.
Hey, come on. We'll give you free plugs. What's
happening?
All right, so when is that going to be announced? Like in 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. It's a 2-hour finale.
It's a great show.
There'll be 3 tribal councils.
Great show. I love it.
3 tribal councils in one show.
Yeah.
From Gala.
That's what I love, the tribal council.
The final show's like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, and then they're having a 1-hour, I guess it's a town hall, where
oh, good.
They're going to have all the people
Everybody
there.
will be back.
Are you there for that?
I don't know. I haven't heard yet. I don't know how they're doing it.
No, they got to have you.
But after looking at Colleen last night, I know that Sonia woman, the first woman who was kicked off, she could never have survived.
No.
Her legs were falling apart the first day.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you...
to Sonia's credit, a woman surviving cancer, and recently, too, to get up there and do that, to not turn back when she could have and actually spend 3 days out there, that was enough for Sonia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Next time, not so many old people. We want to look at young hot chicks.
Wait a minute. Rudy's still there.
Rudy's great, but get some young hot chicks.
Yeah.
Why do you do the Australia thing should be a whole hot chick thing?
Can you imagine if you had cast this show?
Oh.
What a different show it would have been.
Pam Anderson.
See, the beauty is that they did take just regular people. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Hey, you got the queers. All right. Hey, Jeff, am I plugging anything? I mean, where are you going with this? I mean, are you going to turn this into something?
Did you get another job?
Yeah, I mean, what's your ambition here?
Well, I just not tied into Survivor, but just directed my first movie, actually, with a really cool cast, James Earl Jones and Robert Forster and a bunch of cool guys. And so that's keeping me busy, and I'm just plugging along, keeping my life going.
When's that movie going to be out? Give me a plug.
Hopefully next year. I'm just now in Seattle right now cutting it.
All right. So
we
there you
literally
go.
just finished shooting 2 weeks ago.
All right, so you're not the loser we thought you were.
Partly.
You're a winner.
I'm a winner. Thanks for having me on, though.
Hey,
this
Jeff.
is a
movie, we'll look for it.
Okay, it's called Finder's Fee.
Finder's Fee. All right, you'll call us back and let us know about that. You're doing a good job, man. Love the show. All right, Jeff.
Talk to you.
That's Jeff Probst, everybody. Bye. He's no loser. He's directing a film, see?
No queer.
He's no queer. He's no homo.
I was big mouthing the whole time coming over here about being with homosexuals and lesbians.
So I found out last night, When he came up here, he said, you want to talk? I said, no, I don't want to talk. And he was going to tell me he was queer then.
Yeah, he's queer.
He was queer then.
He was queer then. That's a great... Somebody took all my Rudy carts away. These guys are killing me. Probably Casey. Took all my Rudy carts.
What would he do with them?
Is he queer? Hey, why is he taking my Rudy carts? Because he's queer.
It's funny to me that a guy would read the Bible out here. The only reason I'd bring a Bible is if... I'm religious, too, if I needed toilet paper.
Gee, there's a lot of queers.
The homosexual, he's one of the nicest guys I ever met. And he's good at what he does, He's got leadership ability.
See that?
And if these people here would listen to him, he would take them a long way.
And he's a good kisser.
Anyway, me and Richard got to be pretty good friends. Not in a homosexual way, that's for sure.
Yeah, we didn't think anyone was attracted to you.
I don't know what my buddies are going to say when I get home, but I They'll have to deal with that.
I love how straight guys always think every homosexual is attracted to them.
Right, he wants me.
Yeah, he's thinking Richard's interested in a 70-year-old guy.
Yeah, these queers, they want anything they can get their hands on, especially man meat.
For my butt.
Any man meat like myself.
I thought about a female alliance and watching the way they walk around hand in hand. I even thought about lesbianism, but maybe not. I don't know. And it could happen if they had any brains, but I don't think they got enough brains to do that. When I go home, my wife asks me about who was with you. I'll say a queer that ran around bare ass half of the time, for one thing.
Yeah.
Colleen's going to call us in about 25 minutes.
Oh, cool. Hot little chickie.
I wonder what she looks like now that she's cleaned up.
I saw her on Brian Gumbel's show.
Yeah? What'd you think?
Cute. Very cute.
But we got to ask her, because on that show she's saying nothing happened, and Jeff was just saying he thinks they were sleeping under, doing a lot of stuff, a lot more.
They were. She even says on the show they were doing something. The guy was the one who denied it.
Yeah, but on CBS this morning she just goes, I wish something would happen.
I thought all the guy was denying was that it was a relationship.
Yeah. They were having sex. Well, fellatio isn't sex. Be quiet, Mr. President. I want to ask your opinion. If she was just giving him fellatio, All right, here's the deal. So we're going to go do the MTV Awards. September what, Gary? What? 7th. And as you know, that's the night also we're going to be drinking. So September 8th, you'll hear us drunk on the air. We're going to be loaded. S-faced. We're going to be doing margaritas.
We have to discuss that at some point, too.
With the queers.
I've already had a guy come and offer, he has one of those breathalyzers. He can just, measure our blood alcohol.
Yeah, fine. We'll do a whole bunch of fun stuff. But,
Baba Booey.
I just want to say fellatio isn't sex. It's recess. No. We're not talking about that now, Mr. President.
Baba Booey.
Anyway, Beck's Beer has been good enough to give us $20,000 to give to the audience, so we figured we'd do it this way, since we're going to have our own MTV Awards that night. We're going to award you, the listeners, money, mucho dollars, for your best song parodies, because we haven't done this in a while. In fact, I'm going to put a couple into nomination that we've gotten over the past year.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll play you some.
That's not fair.
You don't think? Why not?
Well, it's not fair.
Well, so what? Who cares? It's our contest. Anybody can enter, and you can enter as many times as you want, but some of these I love, and why not give these guys a shot? Like Howard, keep your pimp hand strong.
Well, they might as well just re-enter.
Okay.
How do you know where they are?
All right, so re-enter them.
Yeah.
If you guys re-enter, you can be... Any of these I play, if you re-enter them, you can...
Yeah, for you to put them in the contest is kind of weird.
All right, good. Okay, I'm with you on that. I knew there was a reason you were here today, right?
What's the reason?
You are the voice of reason. It says in the paper all the time. Now I know why. So, anyway, make a song parody on any subject. Gary's teeth, Jackie's houses, Robin's breast, Lieberman. I don't care what it is. Any of these things could win.
How to keep your pimp pants strong.
That was a great one.
How to keep your pimp
That could be a winner.
You
could just send it in to us. Beck's Beer has given us, what they give us, $20,000. The first prize is $10,000. Second prize, $5,000. Third and fourth place prizes will be awarded as well. So we'll break those down into $3,000 and $2,000. Remember the guy wrote about JFK Jr. and he didn't care that his plane went down? You can see some of them are political, some of them are just about any topic you want.
Yeah, whatever moves you.
Yes, and enter as many times as you want. I want to see you get the money. Howard Stern Song Parody Contest, WXRK, 40 West 57th Street, New York, 10019. All the entries have to be received by 5 o'clock on Thursday, August 31st, and the entries have to include a 3x5 card giving the entrance name, address, day and night. Does it have to be a 3x5 card?
That's what the lawyer said. That's any piece of paper.
Just do it on a piece of paper. These lawyers are out of their friggin' mind.
Middle of the night, you're ready to submit, you got to run out and get a 3x5.
It's not hard enough to come up with a song.
Some of the best entries you've ever gotten have been addressed in crayon.
Right. Day and night phone number, age as well as a signed statement affirming that the submission is the original work.
Jeez.
Entries must be on cassette or CD, no other formats. And I told you, grand prize, $10,000. You could use that. Second prize, $5,000. Third and fourth place prizes awarded as well. Winners will be announced live on the air the morning of September 7th. So
it's going to be a good contest.
It's going to be great. And so we'll have them in categories, and then we'll have our own little MTV awards.
Yeah.
And you guys can be the winners. Try and have you down here and everything. I think that'll be fun. I've also got a trip for 2 to Vegas to see Sting. I got to give away like today. I've been told I must give this away. You want it? Plus $1,000 spending money. Courtesy of MGM. Courtesy of MGM.com. Log on today and go behind the scenes of a major Hollywood studio. It's a great website, MGM.com. That's great. So, let me see. What time is it? It's already 5 and 9. What can I do to give this away after the commercials?
Play Dead or Alive.
I'll find a game.
I think I have a mystery record.
Big Black has tape of Jesse Jackson talking about Lieberman.
Oh, yeah?
I found the tape of that black NAACP dude on the radio talking about Lieberman and saying all anti-Semitic things, but it's really hard to hear.
Is it? Why is it hard
It's all garbled. Yeah, I don't even think... I'll play it for you, but...
I think we need to be very suspicious of any kind of partnership between the Jews at that kind of level, because we know that their interest primarily has to do with money.
See? What a magara. I called the NAACP before, and I said to them, look, I don't want to make any waves. I just want my wallet back. And they got very upset with me. So what do I know?
Now you're suspended.
Yeah, now I'm suspended off the air. Hey, I just wanted it back. Hey, here's Renee. Renee, hi. You've been holding on a while. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, Renee.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Damn. I am in Alaska. I've been on the phone since 1:30 my time.
Yeah, so what can I do for you, honey?
Well, darling, I just wanted to thank you for getting up to Alaska. I've been listening to you every day. And now I'm all drunk and
Are you an Eskimo?
Are you a beast?
No, I'm not a beast.
Are you an Eskimo?
No, but I can get you a drunk at the Baskin.
All right, listen, I got to go, baby. But thanks, and we're happy to be on.
Wait. Howard,
Yeah.
please. I want to talk to Robin.
Yeah, well, quickly, because you're boring me.
Huh?
All right, I got to go. I've got to go.
Say whatever you want to say.
Robin, I sent you all kinds of mail.
I'm sorry, Robin. You talk to her off the air.
Yeah, I'll give her a call later.
I put her on hold so you can speak to her later. Big Black, what do you got?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up?
Got your boy Jesse Jackson. Mr. Hymietown talking about how great it is to have a Jew nominated for vice president.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It must be inclusive. It is an inclusive move. Let me hear him.
You know what happened? He won an award yesterday.
Medal of Freedom, yeah.
Who did? Jesse Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, what a joke.
Well, him about 20 other people.
Doing what? For lying about...
let him get elected, that's what.
Yeah, for lying about Martin Luther King dying in his arms?
For Hymietown.
Hymietown. He deserves an award.
All right, let me play this.
The thing that Vice President Gore made the right decision. It was a decision with some political risk, but a moral certainty to put Lieberman on that ticket.
A moral certainty.
All the right qualifications, academic qualifications, experiential qualifications, or moral qualifications, and so there was no good reason for America to have waited these centuries to put a Jewish person on that ticket. And when that wall came down in Nashville, it opened doors of opportunity. Every time...
Start rhyming.
All
right, this is boring. Let him rhyme. This is not the land of red, white, and blue. This is the land of red, white, and Jew. Holy mackerel. Hey, blah, 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 blah. All right, hey, I got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll give away those Sting tickets, and we'll do the news for you, and a bunch of other things, too. I got about a million things to get to. And Colleen from Survivor with the homos and queers will be calling in as well. And when she calls in, Fred, you should play bongo music behind her. Because whenever they talk, they have bongos. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, my name's David Spade. You know me as a sarcastic wise-ass dude with the big poofy blonde hair. That part's true. I wrote a movie that was great called Lost and Found. Actually, it did better overseas. It lost me money, and I hid in my room in a fetal position drinking whiskey in a hamper the opening weekend. But they all can't be private parts, right, gang? Which did. Marginal, but good. Here's the only man I might be able to bitch slap in a fight and win. Howard Sternum!
K-Rod, you're listening. You are listening to The Howard Stern Show.
There's a guy on the phone's got some games for us. Maybe I'll give him the, if he can stump us, maybe I'll
The Los Angeles or the Las Vegas trip?
Yeah, I'll give him the Las Vegas trip. Maybe I'll do that. And plus the $1,000 spending money. Thanks to our good friends at MGM.com. Colin.
Good morning.
What kind of game you got?
I got 2 topics: serial killers or celebrity divorce.
Celebrity divorce. You stop me. Give me 5.
Okay.
If I get 3 out of 5, you don't go.
Okay. I'll give you 3 celebrities. You tell me which one has never been divorced.
Okay, give me 5 celebrities.
Well, I got.
Oh, I see 3. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
Whoopi Goldberg, Carrie Fisher, Joan Rivers.
And you want to know what?
Which one has never been divorced?
Well, that's easy. Let's see. Joan Rivers, I know, had a first marriage. She was divorced. Whoopi Goldberg, I know, was divorced. So what was the first choice?
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher has never been divorced.
Yeah, she's divorced from Paul Simon. Joan Rivers, I could not
You're
find
wrong.
any divorce from her.
You're wrong. Her first marriage, she was divorced. They were all divorced.
I couldn't find it for Joan because I was surprised at Joan Rivers.
No, Joan Rivers had a
Married
divorce.
before Edgar, and there was a divorce.
Edgar killed himself, but
but
the
before that, I don't think she was married.
Yeah, she was. She had a short marriage.
Was it annulled or something?
It could have been annulled.
It was divorce.
Okay, well, I got it from a pretty credible source, but anyway, can we...
Yeah, but incredible source.
I asked that one. That
incredible
was
source was drunk.
Yeah, that one was just practice.
All right, go ahead.
Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger, or Angelina Jolie?
All right, Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger,
or Angelina
Jolie. Jeez, now Alec
now, do
Baldwin.
You want some help?
No. Let me work through this. Make it fair for the guy. Angelina. Let's see. Alec Baldwin, was he ever? I don't believe he was ever married before. This was his first marriage, so he has never been divorced. I'm going to go with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, it's Alec Baldwin.
All right.
Yeah, Angelina has had another marriage.
I didn't know about the other people, but I know Alec Baldwin had it.
And so has Kim Basinger.
All right, come on, give me another one.
Antonio Banderas, Kathy Lee Gifford, Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Kathy Lee Gifford, I know, was married before. She was kind of making some weird accusations. Who were the other 2?
Antonio Banderas or Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Snoop Dogg or Antonio. I've had Snoop on the show. Has he ever said that he was married before? Antonio Banderas must have been married before. This guy, he's a ladies' man. He's probably, to me, he looks like a gigolo. I'm going to go with Snoop Dogg is the one who's never been married.
That's right.
There you go.
I believe married was never divorced.
All right. Now, the next one, if I get that right, you're out of the game.
Okay.
All right.
Sharon Stone, Nicolas Cage, Paul Newman.
Paul Newman, I know, was divorced. That's what he took up with Joanne Woodward. Nicolas Cage and who else?
Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone. She had somewhere along the line have been married and really effed it up. She looks like, I don't know. Maybe that dumb husband of hers was the first one. Always carrying on with that stupid baby they adopted. Yeah. What was it again?
Nicolas Cage, Sharon Stone, Paul Newman.
Well, it's between Nicolas Cage and... Nicolas Cage seems a little unstable. All right, I'm going to say the person who's never been divorced is Sharon Stone.
You're wrong.
She's been divorced. Nicolas Cage has never been divorced.
Wow.
Yeah. He almost got divorced, but they decided not to go through.
I'm glad I'm wrong, because you get the trip for 2 to Las Vegas to see Sting.
I thought I had 3 stumps or something.
No, he said if he stumped,
I was going to give you 5, but screw it.
Enough of it.
Had enough of it. Plus, you get $1,000 spending money courtesy of MGM.com. Log on today and go behind the scenes of a major Hollywood studio, MGM.com.
And as always, I really appreciate the offer, but I don't take prizes.
Oh, really?
I thank you, though.
Then why am I wasting my time with you?
Just to give me a little air.
You're a pain in the ass. All right, bro.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Doesn't take prizes. But what doesn't take $1,000?
He's a whacker.
Yeah, I'll find another dude. I'll give him a mystery record. Yeah, hi.
Hi, Alex.
Hey.
How's it going? First off, I just want to see if you know anything about MTV's show called Undressed. It's basically about high school students and or college students, really young chicks. A lot of just sexual innuendos going down because I know how much you like just the young chick and guy flicks and everything.
Well, yeah, MTV's got one problem with me. I can never figure out when their shows are on, so I don't watch them.
Yeah, no, the programming's really messed up.
And I don't even know what that is. They have a hard time describing it.
Yeah. But never mind that. I'm going to play you a mystery record.
Okay.
See if you can get this. If you get this, I'll give you the a trip and the $1,000. But I don't even know that I know who this is. All Baba Booey told me is this was a record that was in the top 10, but it's done by someone who you don't normally think of as a singer. That's all I know.
Top 10 as in top 10 right now.
Not right now, but at some point it was in the top 10. Here we go. Hey, Giuliani. You remember it?
Yeah.
TV guy?
Well, TV and movies.
I think I'm going to take a guess.
Who?
If I get it right, I'm going to give this guy the prize.
Okay.
John Travolta.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Wow. How'd I get that? But I got to tell you something. He sounds like a guy who doesn't like girls.
CD2, John Travolta's greatest hits, the best of.
The greatest hits.
Yeah, the greatest hits.
And Robin, I just want to say that you look so good with your hair up.
You do. I told you that right away.
Yes, you did.
Sure was listening to me.
And Robin.
Yeah?
Robin, I was wondering, yesterday when Houston was on, did you give her, or are you going to give her any tips or anything for her anal gangbang?
Oh, no.
No.
She's got that all wrapped up without me.
Hey, as a matter of fact, as long as we got the John Travolta thing, the other night Gary Garver was out.
Yeah?
He got a hold of John Travolta, asked him one question, the guy just blew it off.
Oh, dear.
Here it is. Listen to this. Hi, John. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? Jonathan, we got everything. Here we go.
Do you think that Scientology is a dangerous cult?
Oh, forget it. History.
Thanks. History, man. History. All right, dude, you got the trip. MGM.com. You're going to Vegas.
All right, man. I'm a fan.
Check out the Sting show and plus $1,000 spending money from our friends at MGM.com.
All right, this is Matt from Novi.
All right, bro. Hold on. Here's something nice. Here's Colleen from Survivor, who got thrown off. Colleen, you cute little thing. How are you?
Yeah, I got booted. I'm doing all right.
Baby doll, you're cute. First of all, gotta say, the freakiest thing, seeing the bugs crawl out of your legs.
I did that just for you. I put them there. I knew it was coming.
Oh,
yeah, it's
my God.
awful. They hurt so bad.
Why?
But now they're okay, just scars.
I know, but you have scars all over your legs and you're cute.
Yeah.
What do you need that for?
Well, you know, battle wounds. It's a story to tell. You know, it's an edge. I got an edge now.
My point of view was that you should have just, Robin disagrees with me, but I thought you should have just soaked in the salt water. That would have healed your wounds.
We were so sick of that water. I mean, we did, but that was like a shower. You know, it wasn't like, oh, fun, a beach. You know, you're not just going to go sit there if you don't have to.
But wouldn't the salt water heal up your skin and get rid of there were maggots in there.
I mean, you'd think, but it's a myth. The salt water doesn't do anything, you know, except make rice taste better.
Were they maggots?
Yeah, that's what they were.
Wow.
There was no maggots in my leg.
What was it? What was it then?
I don't know. It was little, just little, like, fruit flies.
Oh.
They lay eggs and they turn into maggots.
Yeah, that's larvae.
You should see what's in them now. Oh, my God. We're actually headed to the Natural Museum of Science, to get them.
Yeah. You're kind of a smart chick. I kind of dig you.
Oh, dear.
You're definitely hot, too. Where do you go to college?
I go to school down in Miami. It's for advertising.
You're a cutie pie.
Performing school. Thank you.
All right, couple of questions.
Yeah.
Number one, weren't you? I wish you were here.
Yeah, me too.
I'd make out with you.
Darling.
I'd drag you into the jungle. How old are you?
23.
That's the age I date.
Oh, my God.
23 is the kind of...
I thought you weren't dating.
I'd date you. I date you. I got a couple of questions for you.
Okay. Wait a minute. Where is she, first of all? I want to know.
She's en route from the Brian Gumbel show to where?
I'm in a car on a cell phone. How exciting.
She's doing like Access Hollywood or something.
I just did. How funny is that?
Yeah, so you don't think of yourself as a celebrity, right? I heard you answer.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No way, Jose.
But why not take the money? You got a great body. You got a kick-ass little body. Why not take $500,000? Did Playboy actually offer $500,000?
No, they offered $100,000.
Oh, okay.
And then I said no, and then I guess after you say no, they think that you're teasing them or something. I don't know, but no, I'm not doing it. It's not my thing. Have you seen me? I mean, I'm not exactly. Yeah, but you
are exactly. You got a great face. You got a cute little kick-ass body.
No, it's not my thing. Not for me. Maybe later in life, but not even later in life. It's not for me.
When you saw the little bugs coming out of your legs, did you think like, wow, shouldn't a doctor help me with this?
No, because Sean was sitting right there. You know, he was absolutely no help. The doctor was 2 feet away, and all he could do was give it some fancy name and go back to bed. So
And he said it was okay? I mean, it's
he said they thought it was scurvy or something like that.
Mm.
But the thing is I got kicked off, so they sent me right to a doctor after that, and it was all right.
But they wouldn't even look at them before that?
Well, no, I mean, the Adrian rescue doctor. He looked at them, you know. He gave the okay.
But, yeah, because I figured you could sue him or something. You know, the thing is, too, though, they say it was from your lack of food. You know, it's like certain things in your diet. But someone else had a theory, because we were just talking to Jeff Probst.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying that some of the theory was that because you and that dude were running off into the jungle all the time, that you might have picked up, like, some sort of bacterial infection.
That's what Jeff said?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No, I don't think so. Well, I was in that lagoon, so maybe I got something that way. But
why are you? But why are you now saying you didn't get it on with that kid? Because you did. Because you even said on the show we had.
I didn't.
I remember. I watched the show every week. You said, and he said, it wasn't
you got me, Howard. Shoot, it's out. No, nothing happened. I learned you can't be sarcastic on TV. You know,
You were being
what?
You were being sarcastic about that?
Of course. It was hysterical. Because him and I would plot. All right, you go say we did this, and I'll go say we did that. And then I'm the one who's the only one person talking. You know, they show me being like, yeah, it's all about sex.
All right, so you never kissed him?
Happened.
You never kissed him?
Nothing happened.
Because President Clinton called and said fellatio is not sex, so...
Right.
So you're not doing that? You're not...
Nothing. Not even a peck on the cheek.
You're not a virgin, though.
I mean, I think that's my my life.
You've been around
I gave
the block.
myself 2 months on TV and it's over, so that's it.
So, like Jeff was saying that the people really smelled a lot, and when you girls had your periods and stuff, that had to be uncomfortable, right?
Jesus Christ!
What do you mean?
Oh, man, I'm not even going there. Not even.
All right, let me ask you, I'm asking you a human sexuality question, okay? And I'm being serious. You get horny on that island. Can you play with yourself without the cameras being on you?
Interesting question. Jimmy, I'm not going there. I'm not even going to talk about this.
How many times did you move your bowels on the island?
Thank you, everybody.
Seriously, I'm so curious about this. Number one, if you have to go to a lot of the people I heard didn't hardly go to the bathroom because you had so little to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're eating right, you know, so eat right. You do your own experiment. Maybe you should do that. Just eat right only. You know, I will take, I was there 33 days and see what happens. And then you'll know and you'll have experienced it.
But what do you wipe your tush with after you're done moving?
Oh, my God.
What do you use? Like, what do you use? A paper? I'm serious.
You know, there were ways.
There were ways? What, do you use, leaves?
I mean, I don't even do that, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
How gross was that guy? Oh, you don't even move your bowels. How gross was that guy's wiener, the gay dude?
Oh, my God, what a disaster.
Oh.
What a disaster.
I was hoping they'd kick him off the island. I can't stand him.
Right. He was
and you know, and by the way, his testicle was out on TV last night, and they didn't even tell it. Remember when you were standing?
It was a couple of weeks ago too.
Yeah, remember when you were?
The same thing. We got a memo.
Do you remember when? You were...
Yeah, I don't know. I guess somebody in the editing booth likes to slip that in.
Do you remember when he was sitting on the log and you guys were standing on the logs? His ball was hanging out.
Oh, I know.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, disaster.
And you know what girl I hate that I can't believe you guys didn't vote off right away?
Who?
The truck driver. What is her name?
Susan.
Oh, I mean, she's just a monster.
A girl named Sue. You know what? I love Sue.
You do?
She's great.
She's like a monster.
She's one of the most honest people you'll ever meet in your life. I mean, she tells you exactly what she's thinking, and you gotta respect that.
Yeah, but even when that dude's dad came last night, she's like, oh, he's as dumb as Sean. Meanwhile, Sean's a medical doctor. The guy isn't that dumb, just because the guy doesn't know who won in the playoffs.
He won that one challenge because he knew all the stuff.
Yeah.
But she had every right to say everything she did.
Were you attracted to any of the guys on the island? I thought you were attracted to that one guy you kept running off with.
To Greg? I mean, honestly, your sex drive is pretty much nothing.
Really?
You know,
when you're starving,
You're not eating, you're just sitting there. I mean, I was fantasizing about food, not about, getting it on with anybody.
No, that's true. The only time I can get it on is when I eat.
At the beginning, when you weren't so hungry.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
At the beginning, when you weren't so hungry, it had to come up.
I'm not, we were worried about getting kicked off. It's a game show. It's not a go to the island and, party.
But what was weird is
strategy.
But Sean was supposed to be thrown off last night. I mean, Yeah, Sean was supposed to be thrown off, and then you somehow got thrown off, and I don't even understand who voted for you.
I know. How does that? How
Everybody
awful.
voted for her, but the two people who voted for Sean.
Exactly. Thank you. It's so sad. The
All right,
whole thing. I fell. You know. It was my turn to go. I deserved to go. I didn't have as good a strategy as they did when it comes down to it. You know, they were in it to win.
So
All the people that are left right now were in it to win.
So you're not bitter or anything, are you?
Come on, bitter? I'm driving in a car talking on a cell phone. I'm having a great time.
All right, a couple of people want to ask you some questions. Hold on.
Okay.
Sean, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. I believe you.
Yeah, right. Me too. I like the way she looks. I love the way you look.
Oh,
If you could just say,
like in a normal situation, I'd hang up.
Why? Why guys are digging you?
Come on.
People say nice things about you.
Howard?
Yeah.
You know, I was just watching Regis, and he's just talking about you.
Oh, yeah? What'd he say?
He just said that you're a slut.
Who did?
Awesome.
That I am or she is?
Both of you.
Both of us are sluts.
You're both sluts.
Oh, get out of here. So what? So what if we're sluts?
I love people like that. They crack. I mean, it's a lot cute.
Jordan, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Colleen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say this as nice as possible because I know you're a real nice girl. You are gorgeous, and last night I was thinking about you so much I had to pleasure myself.
That's nice.
But somebody already called and said that.
No, man. Colleen, you are beautiful.
Yeah, I think the bug's coming out of your legs, too. It does it for me.
No, your face is gorgeous. You have the face of an angel, and you are beautiful. And you are a beautiful girl, and I had to pleasure myself.
Yeah, Colleen, don't you think you could kind of work this new fame of yours into some sort of, like, MTV show or something?
Colleen, please post in Playboy.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I mean, I'm back in school. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
What do you want to be? What do you want to do?
With life?
Yeah.
You know, right now I want to finish school. Small goals first.
Yeah, but what's your major?
What are you planning to do? Right now I'm in advertising. I'm a copywriter.
You know what? Don't go into advertising. Think about it. Advertising helps nobody.
I know. Okay, well, you know what? We could have a whole conversation about this because that's what I've been going through right now.
Well, I'll give you some advice.
Yeah, I would like some.
I freaked out about radio when I was real young. You know, I got out of college, and I decided to go into advertising. I was working for Benton Bowles.
Okay.
And my mom saw how miserable I was, and she turned to me and she said, you know, this isn't the career for you. I said, why is that, Mom? Something about it's bothering me. She goes, think about it.
Yeah.
How has advertising ever
helping anybody?
helped anybody?
It makes you know what? I almost walked out of class the other day because I just said, you know what? I can't even listen to this. The guy stood up. He goes, this is the most selfish career, and you guys are all going to make the most money. And everybody started cheering, and I was like, I'm in the wrong place.
There you go.
I mean, it's not a happy feeling.
The only thing worse is being a lawyer. Bill, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I just want to say if I had a resort to cannibalism, Colleen would be the first one I would eat.
No, she's the one you'd want to bang, not eat.
Well, you know what I
What's
mean.
the matter with you?
I don't mean that way.
Well, I don't know. Hey, Jeff Probst was in a bad-looking guy.
Classy guy.
Please, look at me.
Darling, you're wonderful.
You ate rat, right? It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I ate a little bit, you know, protein, got it.
Yeah, and...
Why did they stop catching the rats? All of a sudden, the rats are gone.
Yeah, why?
What? You know what? It was tough work. You know, they're not, you know, you smack them and then you got to cook them and then you got to do all this stuff.
You know what I don't understand about you guys? Your tribe had that old guy who was working his ass off and you voted him off.
Stevie!
I would have left him on because he worked all the time.
I know, no kidding.
Jervis is the first guy I would have voted off because he was lazy.
Everybody wanted to vote for Jervis every episode, including myself, and we never could. You know, I mean, it was always somebody else came first.
White guilt.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was white guilt. I really do.
Oh, white guilt. That's interesting. But no, I don't think so. He's charming, though. You know what I mean? He's a charming guy.
Well, anyway, you're real cute, and I really wasn't even being facetious when I wanted to know if you had to move your bowels where you go, and I also wasn't being facetious about your period.
I have a feeling somebody else will answer that question for you.
But you were allowed to have Tampax, right?
Okay, we're going in an elevator.
Oh, tell that publicity person to shut her mouth. You don't know. You know what? She can't boss you around. You're not in show business.
Wait, okay, I'm going in right now. Does it work?
All right, come by and visit me sometime. I want to see how cute you are.
All right, darling. Talk to you later.
How tall are you?
5'5".
You're a little too short for me. All right.
Too tall for me.
Later, Colleen.
Bye.
Thanks for calling in. You're nice. Colleen from Survivor, boy. That
Perky.
Perky. A little uptight about her sexuality.